Amazon eyes the sky. Kuiper 1 internet satellites to launch April 28 on Atlas V after delay. In a major leap toward reshaping global internet connectivity, Amazon is preparing to launch its first batch of operational Kuiper 1 internet satellites on April 28, following a delay that momentarily paused the tech giant's entry into the satellite communications arena. The launch, set to lift off aboard a United Launch Alliance (ULA) Atlas V rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida, marks the dawn of Amazon's long-term commitment to deploying a massive broadband satellite constellation, a $10 billion endeavor known as Project Kuiper. The mission represents a crucial turning point in Amazon's ambitious plan to deliver low-latency, high-speed internet to underserved and remote areas around the globe. As millions still lack reliable internet access, the global satellite internet race is accelerating, and Amazon is determined not to be left behind. The delay, while not unexpected in the technically complex and high-risk world of space launches, only adds to the anticipation surrounding the launch, which is set to place Amazon's first operational internet satellites into low Earth orbit, LEO. The journey so far, from prototypes to deployment. Amazon's Project Kuiper was first unveiled in 2019, with the goal of deploying 3,236 satellites in LEO, positioned between 590 and 630 kilometers above the Earth's surface. The company received FCC approval in 2020, with a deadline to launch 50% of its constellation by July 2026 and the rest by mid-2029. To meet this aggressive schedule, Amazon must now pick up the pace, starting with the Kuiper 1 launch. Last October, Amazon conducted its first successful test flight with two prototype satellites, KuiperSat 1 and KuiperSat 2, launched aboard an Atlas V. The company reported that the demonstration satellites exceeded performance expectations, validating key technologies such as phased array antennas, beamforming systems, and optical intersatellite links. Encouraged by these results, Amazon is now moving forward with the deployment of its first production satellites. A trusted ride to orbit, Atlas V and ULA's critical role. Amazon has partnered with United Launch Alliance for this important mission. The Atlas V rocket, a workhorse of the space industry with over 90 successful launches to date, will carry the Kuiper 1 payload from Space Launch Complex 41 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Although Atlas V is nearing retirement, its reputation for reliability and precision makes it an ideal choice for this mission. ULA's collaboration with Amazon is not a one-off. In 2022, Amazon announced one of the largest commercial launch agreements in history, booking up to 83 launches across 3 providers: ULA, Arianespace, and Blue Origin. This diversified approach will help Amazon scale its satellite deployment rapidly, ensuring multiple launches per year. Notably, Blue Origin, founded by Amazon's own Jeff Bezos, is expected to contribute heavily to the project once its New Glenn rocket becomes operational. For now, however, ULA's Atlas V will handle the initial heavy lifting, technical goals, and capabilities of the Kuiper 1 mission. The April 28 launch will deliver multiple Kuiper 1 satellites into mid-inclination low Earth orbit, enabling Amazon to begin building out regional internet service capability. Each satellite is equipped with advanced phased array antennas, high-throughput communication systems, and proprietary networking hardware designed to link with ground terminals and data centers. Amazon has also announced it will offer multiple terminal designs for customers, ranging from compact, portable terminals for individuals to high-performance receivers for enterprise or government use. These terminals have been tested in real-world conditions and are designed to provide speeds up to 400 megabits per second, depending on the service tier. After deployment, ground teams will initiate a rigorous post-launch validation phase, which includes acquiring telemetry data, testing satellite health and stability, and verifying the link with Earth-based infrastructure. These steps are essential before beta services can be offered. A competitive playing field, taking on Starlink and others. Amazon enters a field currently dominated by SpaceX's Starlink, which has already launched over 5,600 satellites and services more than 2 million customers worldwide. Other competitors include OneWeb, which focuses on government and enterprise clients, and Telesat, which is developing a high-throughput network aimed at specialized markets. Amazon, however, brings a unique set of tools to the table. With its cloud behemoth Amazon Web Services, AWS, It can potentially integrate satellite services with edge computing, IoT, real-time analytics, and smart infrastructure in ways that competitors cannot. Project Kuiper may eventually support remote industrial operations, autonomous vehicle networks, global sensor grids, and secure defense communication systems. Moreover, Amazon's global logistics network, hardware expertise, via Ring and Echo devices, and vast retail presence provide an ecosystem that can drive faster adoption of its satellite internet services, especially in emerging markets where Starlink may be too expensive or logistically complex. Regulatory hurdles and space sustainability. One of the key challenges Amazon faces is regulatory compliance, both in the United States and abroad. The company must ensure that it complies with FCC mandates, international frequency coordination rules, and space sustainability guidelines. Project Kuiper has committed to deorbiting satellites at the end of their life cycle using onboard propulsion systems, helping reduce the threat of space debris. Additionally, Amazon is working with global agencies to ensure its satellites are visible and trackable, and it has joined coalitions that promote responsible space traffic management, an increasingly critical concern as the LEO environment becomes more crowded. Looking ahead, the road to global coverage. If the April 28th launch succeeds, Amazon plans to continue ramping up production and deployment. The company has built a dedicated satellite production facility in Kirkland, Washington, and aims to launch satellites on a monthly cadence by late 2025. Initial beta service will begin in select areas of the US and Latin America, with service expanding as more satellites reach orbit. By 2026, Amazon hopes to cover significant portions of the globe, providing internet access to schools, hospitals, first responders, and communities long left behind in the digital divide. In tandem with its satellite deployment, Amazon is investing in terrestrial infrastructure, including gateways, control centers, and fiber backhaul links. It has also begun training field teams to install and maintain user terminals in remote or difficult terrain. Conclusion: a new chapter in space and connectivity. The April 28th launch of the Kuiper 1 satellites is more than just another mission. It represents Amazon's formal entry into one of the most technologically ambitious arenas of the 21st century. With a successful liftoff, the company will have taken its first major step toward building a planet-wide internet service, one that could eventually touch billions of lives. As the sun rises over Cape Canaveral on launch day, a new age for Amazon will begin. One powered not just by online orders and cloud services, but by a constellation of satellites blazing through the night sky, carrying the promise of connection to every corner of Earth.